All right, everyone, let's go and get started. Our last Zoom of the day. Woohoo! Go ahead and put any games you have out. Go ahead and get out your agenda. Open up to November 30th. And I'm going to get it on the screen in just a moment. Last Zoom of the day, and then you have the rest of your day.
Miss Winston.
Yes.
I already did my math already, so after this Zoom, I'm done.
What? That is a good feeling, isn't it? Knowing you are done working hard. All right, Shelby, put your camera on.
Anything.
What was that?
Black.
The screen's all black?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
All I can see is the names and the mute buttons. I can't. Are you sharing your screen?
All right, what about now?
It's saying you're sharing your screen, but I can't see it.
Is that, give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you can see my screen. Okay, so everyone except for you see my screen. Bentley, why don't you leave the meeting and join us again? See if that helps, okay? All right, go ahead and get open to Monday, November 30th, and write this down.
Why are we writing down the same thing as language arts?
Say that again?
Are we writing down the same thing as language arts?
No, sweetie, we're writing.
This is math. Okay, because I don't see you. I don't see your writing. There we go.
I haven't. Oh, you see it now? I haven't started writing anything yet.
Oh.
All right, here we go. Write this down. All right, so you are writing that down. Today, I will begin learning how to use rounding to estimate numbers. While you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and take attendance. Yamil, hello. Noah C, hello. Bentley, hello. Noah G, hello. Shelby, hello. Kalani's not here. Kaylee's here. Hi, sweetie. Justin's here. Who? Oh, sorry, Kalani. Sorry, sweetie. Yes, Kalani, you are here. Leroy is here. Leroy, I love your haircut. It looks very nice on you. Saul. Yep. Hi, sweetie. Yep. And then Cassandra's not here. And then Lex Anthony is here. Awesome. Okay, so get that finished writing down. Today I'll begin learning how to use rounding to estimate numbers. Now after that, we're going to do some quick reviews.
Are we going to do our oral combination?
Yes.
Yeah, can we do that?
Yep.
Miss Winston.
Yes.
What happened to Eastside? Do he still go to the school?
Yes, he does. Yep.
So why isn't he in our class?
He doesn't go through e-learning anymore. He's e-learning at a different school. Sorry, did you say, yeah, so he doesn't go to Springhead anymore. Yep. Good question. All right, get ready.
Miss Winston.
Yes.
Isa, he was in my class in pre-K.
Really interesting.
I just bit this out of my mouth.
You okay?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Here's some oral combinations for you. Get ready. Here we go. 7 times 2 minus 7 plus 3 equals. Noah G.
10.
10 is correct. Here we go. Next one. 0 times 9 plus 6 times 3 equals. Saul. Jonathan. Oh, what, Saul?
20?
Nope, not 20. Jonathan?
24?
Nope. Kaylee?
10.
Nope. Let's do it again. Here we go. 0 times 9 plus 6 times 3 equals.
16.
Nope. Make sure you raise your hand, Shelby. Justin?
18.
Yes. Good job, Justin. Last one. Here we go. Get those hands ready. 0 times 4 times 1 plus 4 times 2 equals. Jonathan?
8?
Nope. Kaylee?
10.
Nope. Saul?
9?
Nope. Listen again. Jonathan, you were very close. I think you forgot the times 2 part. 0 times 4 times 1 plus 4 times 2 equals.
Wait, can you say it again?
Jonathan?
6?
Nope. Kaylee?
7.
Nope. I'll do it one more time and then I'll tell you the answer. Listen carefully. 0 times 4 times 1 plus 4 times 2 equals. Noah C?
24?
Nope. Justin?
8.
Nope. Yamil?
Miss Winston, can you just say that one more time? 11?
Nope. Bentley?
16.
16. Woo! Good job, Bentley. Yep. So listen again so you can hear it. 0 times 4 is 0. Times 1 is, wait, 1 second. I think I wrote this wrong incorrectly. I meant to put times 4. How many of you said, 1 second, 0 times 4, 1, 5, 10. How many of you said 10? Who said 10? Kaylee?
Jonathan.
Kaylee, you said 10? Okay, Kaylee, I'm gonna put you down as the winner as well. Sorry, I thought I put 5 instead of a 1. Sorry. So those of you who said 10, you were right. That was a confusing one, but good job. All right, here we go. Get out your notebooks, your math notebooks, and open up to our measurements for length. Let's see if I can find it. There it is, measuring length. Open up to that page. All right, so measuring length, remember length is how long or how short an object is. An object's length can be very different and we can measure it in different ways. The most common way to measure length we talked about is using a ruler. We have centimeters on one side, that's just measuring it in smaller portions, and then inches, which is a little bit bigger. Here we go. 1 foot equals 12 inches. 3 feet equals 1 yard. 3 feet also equals 36 inches. 1 mile equals 1,760 yards. And then 1 mile also equals 5,280 feet. Okay, so those are our most common measurements. We have inches, which equals 1 foot. And then notice how the spelling changes when we're talking about more than 1 foot, it becomes feet. That's just the plural form of it. Okay, open up to time. We talked about measuring time. We talked about how there's so many different ways to measure time. We talked about clocks, iPads, phones, stopwatches, a sundial, so many different ways to measure time. And then we talked about some common measurements of time. I want you to say them with me. Here we go. So Lex Anthony, even though you don't have this, Lex Anthony, can you hear me? I don't know if you can hear me.
Miss Winston, I never did this.
You might have been absent that day. That's okay. You can just read it with us. Hey, Lex Anthony, can you hear me? Lex Anthony, can you hear me? Lex Anthony, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Oh, good. Okay. All right. So Lex Anthony, just I know you look like you're in a room with someone and they're working. So maybe just say this in your head. But if you can, say this out loud with me, but keep yourself on mute. Here we go. 1 minute equals 60 seconds. 1 hour equals 60 minutes. 1 day equals 24 hours. 1 week equals 7 days. 1 year equals, and there's a lot of them, 12 months, 52 weeks, or 365 days. However, if it's a leap year, which happens every 4 years, it is 366 days. Those are our common increments of time, and you need to make sure you have those memorized. All right, here we go. Open up to a new sheet of paper because today we're doing
Miss Winston.
temperatures. Yes.
We should put like 2 days. How many hours is 2 days?
Yes, that's 48 hours. Okay, here we go. Go ahead and get a new piece of paper on your math journal. Lex Anthony, if you just want to use a notebook, oh no, you have a notebook. So Lex Anthony, we have, you need 1 notebook for math, 1 notebook for ELA, 1 notebook for writing, and 1 notebook for science. So if you can make sure you get 4 notebooks, this is going to be your math journal. So make sure you just have that written down somewhere so you know. All right, so go ahead and put your name.
Name.
And then today's date, which is November 30th.
I was drawing while they were doing the one thingy because I didn't do.
All right, temperatures. I have that written down. So we're talking about some common temperatures that we do. Someone tell me, what is that? When you hear the word temperature, what do you think of? So let's draw a line right here, and we're going to write down, what do you think of when you think of a temperature? Lex Anthony, what do you think of?
I think of heat.
Heat, okay. What is something that produces heat?
The sun.
Okay, so we can put the sun. So go ahead and draw a picture of the sun. Okay, and that's heat. Good. Okay, that's a temperature. What else do you think of when you think of the word temperature? Kelani?
I don't know if this is going to be able to go in the paper, but you know how you have to like check a temperature to the turkey?
Ooh, okay. Okay, that won't go into it, but tell me, what do you use to test the temperature of a turkey? What instrument or tool do you use?
When you're sick.
Yeah, you use the same thing. What is that called though? Does anyone know what it's called? The thing you put in your mouth or the into the turkey to check how hot or cold it is? Bentley?
Thermometer.
A thermometer. So go ahead and draw a thermometer with me. Remember, I'm definitely not. And then remember it has like little lines on the side, okay? And then if you have red, you can fill it in because remember thermometers, they have like the bottom part filled in. And then they go to like the certain line and each of those lines represents a number. Okay, and then write the word thermometer next to it so we know that we use a thermometer to measure temperature. Okay, so we use a thermometer to measure temperature. Okay, so heat, I'm going to draw a little snowman, okay, because you can do, okay, he's going to represent cold. Okay, so a thermometer measures the temperature of objects. Now, temperatures can be hot or cold. So it's important to remember that temperatures can be hot or cold, and the way we measure how hot or cold they are is by using a temperature. Now, a thermometer, this is like the most common shape of a thermometer, but they can look very different. Right now, every time I come into school, they take my thermometer and they just point something at my head and they go beep. How many of you ever had that done at the doctor's office or to you recently during COVID? Make sure you're not running a fever. Yeah. So that little beep thing, it doesn't look like this, but it's also a thermometer. A thermometer just measures how hot or cold an object is. Well, there are some common temperatures that we're going to be memorizing, okay? So the first thing is we're going to talk about the freezing point of water. So write this down. So the freezing point of water, whenever I say the freezing point of water, I'm talking about when water, like a liquid, becomes a solid, okay? What is something that's solid water what do we call solid water that we maybe put in a drink to make it a cold? What do you call that? Lex Anthony?
Ice.
Good job. So if you want to draw a picture of cubed ice, maybe you can draw it in a drink. Okay, so when liquid water becomes solid, the temperature is either 32 degrees Fahrenheit or, which is the same thing, 0 degrees Celsius. Now, the F stands for Fahrenheit, the C stands for Celsius. Remember, Fahrenheit and Celsius are two men. There were two men that created a way to measure temperatures. One measures it in bigger numbers, okay? Obviously, 32 seems like is a lot bigger than 0, okay? Celsius chose to measure it in different spaces, okay? Just like we have inches and centimeters. If I go this far on a ruler, the measurement for inches is going to be a different number than the measurement of centimeters. They're both the same length, it's just using different ways of counting. So same thing for Fahrenheit and Celsius. Both 32 degrees Fahrenheit and 0 degrees Celsius is when water freezes. It's just two different ways of saying it. All right, the next thing, write down, is when water begins to boil. So maybe you've helped your mom before do cook noodles, and you're supposed to wait till the water boils until you put your noodles in. Maybe she's made chicken before, okay? And she's
At the
boiled.
cup noodle.
Yeah. So when you water boils, okay, so we call that the boiling point of water. So when water is just normal liquid, it does this. But when it boils, it goes blah, 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 and steam starts flying everywhere. The temperature at which that happens is 212 degrees Fahrenheit. Wow, that's hot compared to the 32 degrees Celsius, or 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, so when you want water to boil, that is how hot it has to be, 212 degrees. Yes, Lex Anthony.
I can't see the bottom of it.
Oh, okay, let me push it up a little bit. Hopefully, is everyone done with this top part?
Yeah.
Okay,
It bubbles like a hot tub.
yep, and here it is. You can draw a little pot and then draw some steam coming out of your pot.
Miss Winston.
Very nice, Noah. See, I love it. Yes, Justin?
Do you know how hot fire is? Is it more hotter than boiling water?
Let me look it up. While you're writing that down, I'll look it up for you.
Okay.
Wow. So, Justin, the temperature, one second, let me do it in Fahrenheit. Wow. So to get an open flame, like to get like an orange flame, it is about 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit.
How do you get a blue flame?
Let me see the blue
Yeah,
flame.
blue flames are like 2,000 degrees or even hotter.
A blue flame is 2,400 degrees Fahrenheit. It is hot. All right, and the last thing we need to make sure we look at is our normal body temperature.
I don't have no room, Miss Winston.
Okay, just write it on the back of the page then.
Miss Winston,
Yes.
look at how I draw.
See? Very nice. I love it. All right, so write that down. So normal body temperature. So this is very nice. So this is what your temperature of your body should always be. It should be about 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit or 37 degrees Celsius. So there's two different measurements. They both mean the same. They both feel the same. That's why if you feel like you're hot sometimes and you're sick, you might be running a fever. A fever can be, is usually a low grade fever is like 100 or 101 degrees Fahrenheit. That's like a low grade fever. When you get to like 102, 103, 104 degrees Fahrenheit, that's kind of dangerous. If you run a fever for a while, you should really go to the doctor because if you're running, because a fever is not always, it's not a bad thing. A fever is just saying, hey, your body's trying to fight something off, like trying to fight off a sickness. But if you run a fever for too long, then that means your body is having trouble fighting it. So then you go to the doctor and you get medicine and then you're okay. But 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit or 37 degrees Celsius, that is our normal body temperature. Okay, so we're gonna be memorizing those in third grade. Yes.
I put noodles in my pot.
Yeah. Let me see. I love that. Awesome. Awesome.
Miss Winston,
Yes.
I remember one day I went to school and I had told them that I was sick and I had catched the flu. And I went home and my mom bought some kind of medicine. I didn't really go to the doctor, but my mom brought some kind of medicine and I had to go home for it.
Yeah. So sometimes if it's something, yeah, I agree.
It was
Sometimes
like
you can just,
that-
yeah. Yeah, sometimes
Go
you can
ahead.
just get medicine for it and you don't have to go to the doctor. So that's good. I'm glad you feel better. A long time ago. All right, now that that's done, go ahead and look up here because we need to review something we haven't reviewed in a little while. Our place value. Okay, remember all of our numbers, they have a home and they live somewhere. And our numbers live in different houses and we need to make sure we memorize it. So if I have just one digit right here, I say that's in the ones place. I add another digit, then I have a spot in the tens place. That means I have 8 tens, 9 ones. In the next slot, if I have another number, that's hundreds. So anytime you see 3 numbers put together, you know that you're in the hundreds apartment, okay? So I can have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900. And then if I go past 999, I get bumped up to the next house, which is the thousands house, okay? So I can have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000. But after 9,000, then I get bumped up to the 10,000th place. And then I go back to the 100,000th place, okay? And then we'll talk more about millions later on. So it's really important that you understand that when you have a number, it has a place and a value. I'm gonna write a number and I want you to, in chat, tell me the place and value of this number. So let me go ahead and share my screen.
Miss Winston,
Yes.
when are we ever doing our billing meeting? Billing.
Why do I hear a baby crying?
We will, don't worry. Very soon. Oh,
I wish I had billions of dollars.
right? Don't we all? All right, one
Miss Winston,
Uh-huh.
since we started talking about those noodles, I'm getting hungry for noodles.
I know. All right, here we go. I'm gonna say a number, and I want you to tell me the place and the value. Here we go. Here's the number, 209. So write that down, 209. And then I want you to tell me the place and value of the number 2 in that number.
Miss
So
Winston,
209. Yes.
I ate noodles for lunch.
Very nice. Okay, 209. Good. Okay, so I'm gonna go and write it down. Let me.
Where do we write it in chat?
209. All right, so I'm gonna write up here. A lot of you are done. Okay, so it should look like this, 209. The 2 is worth 200 and it's in the hundreds place. Okay, here we go. Write this next number in the chat. Good job, Lex Anthony. Yep, good. All right,
I really don't know how to do it. It's confusing.
all you just need to do is, sorry, I said it confusingly. All you need to do is just write the number in chat, okay? Here's your next number, 910. 910. Good, Jonathan. Yes. Oh, yeah. I get lots of good answers here. 910. Write that in chat. Oops, Shelby, too many zeros. 910. You should have heard my voice say 100. You would have known that you're in the hundreds place. If you know you're in your hundreds place, how many digits do you need? 3, because there's 1, 2, 3 places. So 910 looks like that. Here we go, last number. 1002. 1002. Ooh, not quite, Saul. Not quite, Kaylee. Good, Noah C. Good, Yamil. Good, Noah G. Too many zeros, Leroy. Shelby, that was almost perfect. You just forgot your comma. Good, Justin.
Miss,
1002. Ooh, almost, Leroy. You need to get rid of the 3 and a 0. Shelby, that's not where your comma goes. Good, Saul. Good, Leroy. Yes, Jonathan. Good, Kalani. Good, Lex Anthony. Okay,
I don't
so
have a high comma.
here we go. 1002 looks like this. 1000. I'm in the thousands place. So I need to add 3 more digits. But I said 1002. So I didn't say hundreds. So I just put a 0 there to hold its place. I don't have any 10s. And then I have 2 1s. If I said 1002 and you wrote this number, someone tell me why that's not correct. Bentley?
First of all, it's not in the thousands. There's only two digits, 4 digits, plus there's no comma, and plus there's no hundreds.
Yeah, so this number right here, this is the number 12. If I said to you, I want to have 12 burgers, or I said I wanted to have 1002 burgers, is there a big difference between those two numbers? Yes.
That's a lot of burgers.
That's a lot of burgers. That's a huge difference. So you always want to make sure you have the right amount of numbers for every single problem. Very good job.
I don't think
All right,
no
well,
one could eat
today-
that amount of burgers.
No, that's a lot of burgers. Well, today we're talking about rounding, okay? And rounding is one of my all-time favorite things to do, and it's actually super, super easy. When I round, all I do is I round. To round means you get to an even number of 0, okay? So this is the rule, and we're going to come back to this. Here's my lovely cars, okay? Here's my number cards from 0 to 10. If the number ends in a 4 or below, you round down. If it ends in a 5 or more, you round up or forward. Okay, that's the rule. I know that sounds confusing right now, but trust me, you're going to catch on to it in just a little bit. Let me go ahead and share my new screen.
If you round down, you go forward. If you round,
yep. If you round up, you go forward. Yep. So we're going to talk about that in just a minute.
and if you round down, you go lower.
Yep. That's exactly it. So we're going to talk about that after we go through this PowerPoint. Okay. Here we go. All right. All right, so here's two numbers. We have a number 20 and number 30. Remember we talked about number lines last time and how you can have a starting point and an ending point, but these arrows means that you can keep going in either direction. There's numbers below 20 I could write, and there's numbers above 30 I can write, but we're focusing on the numbers 20 and 30. Where would you put the number 27 and why? So if I wanted to put the number 27 on here, let me know where I would put it and why. So would I put it over here, over here, over here? Where would I place number 27 and why? Noah G, what do you think?
Right there.
Oh, so just tell me, closest to 20, middle of the page, or closer to 30?
Closer to 30.
Why?
Because 25 is like in the middle. And 27 is only 2 higher than 25. So you just have to put it a little bit closer to 30.
That's exactly it. Thank you. Good job, Noah G. All right, here we go. Carla wants to buy pumpkin cupcakes to share with her classmates. There are 18 students in Carla's class. Carla says she has about 15 students in her class. How many cupcakes should Carla buy? So she has 15 students. Okay, sorry. There are 18 students in her class. She says that she has about 15. Is about 15 pretty close to 18? Yes or no? No, not really. It's kind of close. But if she buys 15 cupcakes, is she going to have enough for her students, all her friends? No. This is where rounding could have really helped Carla. Okay, it's called rounding is like Carla. So rounding is finding a number that is closest to the given number, okay? So rounding is finding a number that is close to a given number, okay? Go ahead and get out your math notebook again. And let's talk about rounding. Un momento, por favor.
Miss Winston,
Yes.
when I was in first grade, we used to have like a school party, and every year I used to bring red velvet and vanilla cupcakes
Ooh,
every year.
that sounds good. All right, go ahead and put this at the top, rounding.
Miss Winston, is it 30? I couldn't able to do the normal body temperature.
Okay, well, you can watch this YouTube video later and you can look at it, okay? Or if I have time, I'll tell you at the end of class. All right, so rounding, what is it? It is finding
Do we copy the what is it and finding out?
Yep, go to copy this down. Okay, so rounding, it is finding a number closest to the given number. That is rounding, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like. Just make sure you're writing this down.
Do we have to write finding a number closet too?
Yep, write it down.
Okay.
All right, so look up here. This is what rounding looks like. So let's say I have the number 14, okay? Well, we know that this number is in the tens place, is the tens number, 14, okay? And I want to round it to the nearest 10, okay? Well, then if I count by tens, let's all count by tens together. Ready? Begin. 10, 20, 30, 40, we'll stop at 50, 50, okay? What two numbers does the number 14 fit in between? What two numbers does a normal, if I had to put the number 14 in between two numbers, what two numbers would it go in between? Saul?
10 and 20.
Good, it would go right in between 10 and 20. So when it asks me to round to the nearest 10, I need to say, okay, is it closest to 10 or is it closest to 20? Okay, well, think about my car. Remember my car, I said if a number ends and 4, we round what? Down. So that means I'm going to go from 14, which is in the middle, and I'm going to go down to 10. So if I rounded 14, I'm going to have 10. That's my estimation, the right estimation right here. Remember, an estimation is a guess. It's not exact. Whenever someone asks you to give an estimate, they're never asking you to give the exact number. Okay, let's look at another number. All right, and we want to round to the nearest tens place again. Oops, I just 35. There we go. 35. Okay, I'm going to count by tens again. 10, 20, 30, 40. These are all my tens. 50, 60. You can go all the way to 90. 90 is your last tens. Okay, if I had to put 35 in between two numbers, what two numbers would I put it in between? Yamil.
30 and 40.
Good, I would put it in between 30 and 40. So I'm asking which 10 is this number closest to? Is it closest to 30 or is it closest to 40? Well, remember, anything that ends in 5 or more, you round up. Say that with me. 5 or more, round up. Do the hand motions. Here we go. 5 or more, round up. Okay, so I have a 5. So that means my estimation is going to be 40. That's the nearest 10, 40. And this is, once again, an estimation. Because an estimation is not 100% accurate. Okay, here we go. Let's do another number together. So we're finding a number that's closest to these given numbers. These are the given numbers. All right, I'm going to give you another number. Here we go. Okay, 62. All right, let's do our 10, our count by 10s. 10, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Okay, if I had to put the number 62 in between two numbers, what two numbers would it go in between? Lex Anthony.
$60 and $70.
Good. I would put the 62, it would go in between the 60 and the 70. Awesome job. Now, my next question is, do I round it down to 60 or do I round it up to 70? Well, the number that you have to look at when you're rounding or estimating is the last digit. So here's the last digit. The last digit is 2. If it's 4 or less, you round down. Is 2 less than 4? Nod your head, yes or no. Is 4 less than 2? Yes. So I'm going to round what?
It's not less than 2.
Is 2 less than 4? Yes. If I have
4.
Oh, sorry, I said it backwards. Thanks, Shelby. Yeah. Is 2 less than 4? Yes. So I'm going to round down to the number 60. So my estimation is 60.
Miss Winston, may I say one thing? Are you trying to get through the equation or are you trying to get stuck in the equation?
What are you talking about?
Are you trying to solve the equation or are you just trying to get stuck in it?
So these are not equations or expressions, Shelby. We're working on rounding numbers.
Because that's it.
That would be very confusing if this was a problem. Yet no, we're rounding numbers to the nearest tens. Okay, so that's to the nearest 10. I want you at the very bottom to write down our little saying, okay? So 5 or more, round up. You can draw a little arrow, round up. If it's 4 or less, round down. And we're going to keep working on that this week. This whole week, we're talking about estimation and how to use that with rounding. Okay? All right, well, that's the end of our lesson today. We will pick up tomorrow. Tomorrow you will have independent work. I just didn't give you any today. So just give you a little bit of break to ease back into school mode since we were gone for a whole week. I'm happy that you all had a wonderful week. I'm going to post all 3 of these videos. I already have 2 videos that are working to post on YouTube from this morning. So if you missed anything today, check YouTube out this afternoon. It'll be posted. And I will see all of your beautiful faces tomorrow. Have a great day. Lexi Anthony, so happy you were here, buddy. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
Miss Winston, what time do we get on tomorrow?
7:40. But I think your mom said you won't be here tomorrow.
No, that's tomorrow afternoon.
Okay, so you'll be here in the morning, Shelby. So 7:40, sweetie.
Miss Winston.
Bye, Miss
I dyed my hair. Well, I didn't. My mom did.
Okay. All right. Bye, Shelby.
Miss Winston.
Yes, Jonathan.
I know how you can get more subscribers on your channel. You can do a vlog or you can do a day in a life of Miss Winston.
Okay. Okay, I think maybe I will do a day in the life of Miss Winston. Jonathan, you just made me laugh. That's all.
You
You know
can
what?
do animations on your
That's
life.
right. Okay, Jonathan, I'll try to do that to get more subscribers. Okay, thank you.
Miss Winston,
Yeah.
did you know what I got for my early Christmas present?
What did you get, sweetie?
A dog. A dog.
You got a dog?
I knew it. Wait.
That is
But this one is like, it's a little dog. It's mixed with a Chihuahua and a Jack Russell, and it looks like a Rottweiler.
I love that.
Julian, Justin, don't you already have a German Shepherd?
Yeah.
Does a German Shepherd fight with the little guy?
No. I know my oldest one. He's scared of the little puppy.
Who? The German Shepherd?
Yeah. My oldest one.
Is that a boy? Is a German Shepherd a boy?
Yes. No.
Is the puppy a girl?
A girl.
Yeah, you're gonna have baby puppies now, baby there.
I love that, Justin. That's awesome.
Can we leave now?
Yep. Bye, sweeties. Bye.
Miss Winston.
Yes.
While you're making your making your YouTube, can you, instead of the cocoa, can you make them like the Zoom buttons, Christmas trees with ornaments?
Maybe. I guess you'll have to find out when I'm editing I'm working on our homepage right now to finish it all up.
Okay.
All
Bye, Miss
right.
Miss Winston,
Bye, sweetie. Yes.
can I stay on with you so I could copy the thing?
Oh, what did you need to copy? What did you not get? Oh, for that one? Oh, that's okay if you didn't finish that page. That's okay. What about, was it anything with the measurements? Nope, you got that? Okay, that's okay. So that page doesn't mean, so it's okay. All right, bye, Noah.